Hey everyone, it's Nash. Today is June 13th, 2014. It's Friday the 13th, which is cool. And it's Pride weekend in Portland, which is exciting and also stressful because I'm a professional queer, so I have to work during Pride. But then I always really want to balance it with having a lot of fun too. So I'm sure it's going to be a really hectic weekend. I'm really excited about it. I love Pride. I wish I didn't have to work so much during it, but I also like my job, and I'm glad that I do what I do. So it's all a balance, you know. So, I tried to make a video yesterday. I just made another video. They were both whack in their own ways. The one yesterday, I was not in the mood. I had nothing to say. Not a lot going on. I have a lot going on outside of kind of physical changes and all of this transition-like things. So when I sit to make this video, I'm like, wait, okay, so I haven't really been paying attention that much. One earlier today was way too long. Okay, I think that I got my dog to be quiet. So that's a really good sign. You know, I'm not gonna try to put the bar too high. I've been really busy with work. I got moved to full-time. I have 2 different jobs, and at one of them I have 2 different positions, so it almost feels like I've got 3 different jobs. I'm trying to juggle all those balls and not drop any. Made a lot of progress so far, and so I'm just trying to appreciate that. So maybe I'll edit and splice things in, but I thought maybe I would try to summarize everything that I said in that video and the one from the day before in a quick video that people would actually want to watch, because when they get too long, nobody wants to watch that. It's boring. So, yes, my voice is lower. However, it's not consistent at all. It's all over the place. It goes up and it goes down. It could be in the middle of a single sentence and it's like up and down and up and down. Or I start low and then I'm in like an hour into the trainings that I facilitate and I realize that I'm speaking at a much higher register than when I started, and then it goes back down. I think that I am very used to speaking in a higher register, and so because my voice is in kind of a weird middle place right now, I can go up, and that's where I'm used to speaking, even though it's not necessarily very comfortable for my throat. And then when I'm really thinking about speaking, I can go pretty low, and I obviously want to be down there. I like that my voice is lowered, and I want to be speaking more consistently down there, but it's not always very easy. Also, I feel like my voice doesn't carry as well, so I realize when I'm in a crowd, like when I've been at dance parties, or I was at an event the other day, and I feel like I have to yell over people, I end up raising my voice up because it doesn't carry, so people are like, what, and it's like, oh shit. So I've been doing like some voice recordings to kind of track the changes in my voice, and I realized that to have those be realistic, I really need to record kind of 2 tones of voice. So this is kind of how they sound. I can speak up here, or I can speak down here. Maybe that doesn't sound that different, but it feels so different in my body when I do those 2 that it feels incredibly different to be speaking in those different places. I'd imagine that through time my voice will settle out. Maybe it'll drop more. Maybe I'll just like find a happy place. But I imagine that I'll settle into a new voice and a place that it rests. And I look forward to that because it's all over the place and it kind of strains my throat. Besides voice stuff, you know, and getting gendered in different ways on the phone, which is really interesting. I think I have a pretty androgynous voice right now because people are reading me both ways on the phone, like without seeing my physical body. Besides voice stuff, not a whole lot of physical changes. Hair growth has been happening a bit, but I still have like weird bald patchy places on my legs. So I looked up methods, like kind of natural methods, and apparently rosemary oil is a natural hair stimulant. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to put it into some lotions and see if I can get some of my bald patches to grow in a little bit more. I will update you on whether that is a total myth or whether it actually works. But apparently rosemary, the row of rosemary is the same as the row in Rogaine. So rosemary does have hair growth effects. So we'll see. Other changes are that I bought an e-cig, and I got it today. I got it in the mail last night, so today is my first day trying an electronic cigarette as a means to help me quit, and it's working. It's definitely working. I have not smoked a real cigarette today, and it is 3:15 p.m. That's awesome. That's radical. To be to be 3 o'clock p.m. and to have not smoked a cig is huge. So the cig I got is a smoking vapor, and it looks like this. It looks like a real cig. It's activated by just dragging on it. You don't have to press the button. I basically wanted an e-cig that felt and looked as much like an actual cig as possible, because I think that my muscle memory has so much to do with my addiction. I haven't been able to, without this, get below 4 cigs. I got down to 4 cigs a day, which is good for me, but I haven't been able to get to 3 or to 2, and so I really think this might be a tool that helps me do that. Hoping that I don't get hooked on e-cigs for the rest of my life, and that it's just kind of a crutch, kind of a harm reduction method to get me to 0 cigs. So I will also keep you updated on that. Not a whole lot else to say. I cut my hair, as you can see, trying to look sharp for the summertime. And I think it kind of accentuates my masculine face, and so that's nice too. But all in all, I'm feeling well. Trying not to feel impatient, trying to enjoy this place in terms of the physical aspects, the physical transition and changes that I'm going through right now, and not trying to rush through anything. But sometimes I find it difficult not to feel a little impatient. But I'm really trying not to, and to just be present and experience what I'm experiencing. I'm having a lot of fun with my voice. It feels like a toy that I get to play with, and I'm having fun kind of navigating spaces and trying to figure out how people are reading me and how that's changing the way that people are interacting with me. I enjoy it. So not a whole lot else to update. Looking forward to going out of town, working too much, and I love the summer, so that's awesome. And I'm glad that it's nice and sunny out, and that it's Pride weekend. This weekend's going to be a blast. It's the first ever trans march this weekend, tomorrow. So I'm going to march downtown with a bunch of other folks across trans spectrums, and with our families and friends. And I'm really looking forward to being at that event and experiencing that. So happy Pride, everyone. Happy summer. Take care. See you in 2 weeks.